That moment, I was probably one of the biggest recruits coming off the regional level. And I got calls from Bellator,
Yeah.
UFC, and PFL. All three wanted me.
Wow.
They were kind of low balling me with money and stuff. And
Yeah.
PFL offered me the most money. But
Okay.
I had to go against somebody tougher. So I ended up taking the money. I ended up taking the fight on 12-day notice for the PFL.
Yeah.
And the PFL has an opportunity to win $1 million every year. Since I
Wow.
took it on short notice, I had to finish my guy first round to make it to the $1 million tournament. I knew he was a
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and
Okay.
he's a world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I told
Okay.
myself I was going to match my wrestling versus his jiu-jitsu. He's world-class jiu-jitsu. I'm
Yeah.
world-class wrestling. I knew that would even out. Yes, sir. So I just brought it to his house, and I knew when I put him on his back, he was going to be comfortable
Yeah.
because he's on jiu-jitsu, and I was going to
Yeah.
pin him down and put hands on him.
When it came down to just seeing the performance, it was on a big stage, short notice. I don't advise anyone to take fights on short notice. The reason why you do that is because you don't have anyone speaking on your behalf and sponsoring your conversation. It's just like getting a bad deal on a car. If you go to get a car and you don't know anything about dealing at the car dealership, you're going to get screwed over. So if you don't have the right people coming through that door with you, they already know that they have to fill the card. That's their only objective. So with that being said, that's what they have to do. And to the dismay of somebody's life and career, you took the risk. You got to set yourself up for the reward. Because I remember years ago, Kevin Garnett said, I would have played for free, but my agent got me 99 million, so I'm not going to argue it because you have to that's the difference, understanding people and knowing that this game, it will take advantage of you, but it's the game that you're playing. You're not just fighting in the octagon or the ring. You're fighting at the table when you're negotiating. I love the fact that you have the courage to heart, but you got that dynamite in your hands. And
All
I've
right.
seen your wrestle game, so you really can put it down standing and on the ground. So what has fighting tournament style matches? What did it teach you? Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you, I grew up wrestling. And in
Yeah.
wrestling, it's a tournament sport. We got tournaments
Yeah.
every single week. So when
Yeah.
I was faced with this tournament, I knew I can get into the semifinals. I knew I can get into the money conversation. I knew it was my time. When you said
Yeah.
you don't advise people to take fights on short notice, I don't
Yeah.
either. I have 8 losses on my record, and about
Yeah.
5 of them are from taking fights on short notice. After I lost those 5, I knew the next time I'll be ready.
Yeah.
And I was for the biggest money
So
opportunity.
would you say you took the fights based on needing the cash? Because sometimes people say, yo, I got an opportunity to make the money, I did. Or would you just say you just felt like you could win the fight?
Well, number one, I'm just a competitor, and I was young. And the first couple of times, I was misguided by coaches, by upper management and stuff. So I was down. A lot of people weren't giving me fight.
Yeah.
I took whatever I can get, and they were only giving me short notice fights, just like they did in that time. But I was a little bit more experienced. I was ready.
The matchmaker has a real responsibility to the promoter to fill his card up. And so therefore, even if you have a relationship, fighters, with the person who's a matchmaker, he has a real job. Like no matter how much you like the trash man, if you're a kid and you throw your mom throw a toy away in the trash can, the trash man come, he's taking it away. That's his job. He has nothing personal against you. So a lot of times people don't realize that these guys have a job. You just don't know what it is. It's the ecosystem. What we try to teach athletes is I focus on giving the guys the behind the scenes at the politics and the business, and give them a framework of how to operate and how to get the right people around you and speak the right language to the people. Did you really want to have success in the sport, or do you just want to do it as an activity for a hobby?
100%. I'm here to make noise.
Okay.
And that was part of the reason why I took these fights on short notice.
What would you say to people doing that now?
I would say Listen to your coaches, listen to your heart, and stay ready so you don't have to give ready.
Can he rely on you when they're in Abu Dhabi and then the next month over in Florida when it's time to fill this card up?
I've been competing since 2001. I keep telling people 20 years. 2001, I won my first national title in 6th grade in Birmingham, Alabama. I haven't stopped. I've been doing magnificent things since then. It's now 2023. I'm still making waves, not just normal waves. I'm knocking these cats unconscious. I've been reliable.